is a firm foundation? How does this apply to your life? Are there areas of your life needing this? Where, when do you think it is wise to actually revisit the area of your life and do this check? Why is it so hard to manage, or is it doable? Where have you actually seen an example of someone that actually is living a firm foundation? Or who can you name yourself as a person with a solid foundation? Hello, everyone. My name is Jeanette. Let us be so grateful to knowing that God's presence is with us always, each and every day. And let us also thank the Lord for this channel and it being such a blessing to us all. So let's have a topic review from episode 11 that we talked about last week. We talked about our life lessons and how we live it each day, learning as we daily take the time to experience our life and actually to keep trying and to never give up and actually focus on achieving our very best each and every day and knowing that failure, it happens, but also view it as a beginning of opportunities that's actually before us. And one thing I would recommend, please try and do not fall into these areas actually. Procrastination, lazy habits, being irresponsible, and giving up. So let's talk about 7 points that you should actually develop over your lifetime in creating a firm foundation for yourself. These 7 topics that we're going to talk about today, and actual topic points is number 1, your purpose, such as your passion. Number 2, presence, and how we actually sit and go through prayer and meditation. Provision and financial management. Peace from within yourself. Power and how we balance and focus. The possibilities and how you actually keep your heart and your mind of your mindset so open to the level of growth of the areas of your life in the actual trials, circumstances, hardships, delays, disappointments, just to name a few. And lastly, promise of never giving up. Just remember this, everyone. God is with you all through all these stages, and you just have to embrace each one, each and every day. So why do we talk about purpose? What is it exactly? And where do you see yourself thriving in your life freely? Have you actually discovered what your actual true calling is? Have you ever spent the time to actually think to yourself by evaluating the great gifts and talents and skill sets that you have that are so natural? Or how important it is to you to pay real attention to that type of calling that you might have on your life? Well, purpose can be described as a meaning to accomplish something. It can actually bring you to a level of full understanding of who you are. But where do we see all this coming to? Maybe it's something you attain, maybe it's an intention, but have you grown it so restless to a state to know and actually understand what that true God-given passion that you have been given in your life? You can only desire your own best self in that life that you live. Try to be so committed to the plans that you are so eagerly to listen to, of that stillness in that voice within yourself. Then you realize, okay, I'm going to step into this stillness And it's going to be a direction that's going to flow me to that right path where I actually need to go. Presence. What does this mean to you? Presence actually can be defined as a condition of being present as a part of a space or within one immediate area or an actual person or thing as being present. So, how are you present in your everyday life each day? Do you find yourself in harmony? Have you actually considered the harvest that you have accomplished in your life, such as maybe the fulfillment of your lifestyle? What are those areas? What about the fruitfulness of the labors of what you actually bear in all you do each and every day? Well, consider this. Your presence will give you a level of purpose that is going to bring you to a level of fulfillment to the daily tasks that actually adds a lot of value to your life and all the many possibilities that you'll experience. So, always remember, you do such incredible work every day in no matter what area or field that you're working in. Let's talk about provision. This is an act of a process or a state of being prepared or even the measure taken beforehand in dealing with such a need or even a supply of needed materials. That's what provision would be. But we all tend to have many different material needs in our life of this world. But think about this. Why do we all chase or even focus on these things that has to be a must-have, and actually it has to be now? It can't be later, but it has to fulfill a gratification of now in our life. And then later on, we'll pay attention to, let's pay attention later. So what we all need to do is to balance a little bit more of just living within our means with a budget and actually learning to be responsible to the basic necessities of life. And if we start there first and enjoy that level of peace of mind and enjoy the joy and the satisfaction that it brings of knowing that we can be free and just to live free. Let's talk about peace. Peace is such a gift that we all have, and it is based on how we make our decisions, our choices, and what our intentions are, and how we follow that path in our life to live a life that's free, or we live a life of regretting certain things. So, is your peace in this world something that you should try your best to treasure? And life also has certain conflicts and sorrows and difficulties that of situations that we tend to go through sometimes. But if we're able to balance this, then that would actually enable us to just look beyond what is really in our control and what is out of control for us. So maintaining a positive mindset enables us to take each and every day one step at a time and not to be hard on ourselves. What about power? Well, balancing your emotions and focusing on this helps you to stay in that level of control. Power is something that needs to be managed, but also you will see that success, especially when you take the simplest little victories in your life. Maintain that humbleness within yourself and embrace uh, that level of authority, the level of influences that you have within yourself over your own lifestyle to a place of a positive life, light in your character. So, what about possibilities? Well, possibilities actually brings a vast level of opportunities in your life that comes before you that's so endless. It actually keeps that open mindset to what you actually experience. It presents so many things before you, and you tend to encounter very good things and very interesting things. We won't say bad, we'll say interesting. At times, it actually will help you to grow and foster a level of breakthrough in your life. Then you will actually discover the right time, the right place, the right people that you end up embracing and socializing around that will help you and get you to that next level of your wins. And that's something you should actually be congratulatory about. And lastly, what about a promise? Well, what promises right now in your life have you made that has been such an important goal for you to achieve? Think about that. Well, you do not need to really be too hard on yourself if you haven't gotten to that point or that place of achieving that one particular goal that you've made a promise to yourself. Just sit in that stillness and you know to yourself that sooner or later it will be fulfilled. And just make your goals very simple. I find that when we make our goals too vast, of all these many different things, we don't tend to achieve them. Um, then then that whole process of being hard on ourselves comes into play. What you need to do is just to take it each day at a time. And as you take the small steps, believing in yourself, having that confidence, and knowing that, hey, guess what? I'm getting to that point. I'm a little wiser in my choices. I feel strong and knowing that I'm so capable of achieving anything in life. That's where you want to be. So make it a point on deciding and to make the choice to follow through on your intentions. And when you follow through on your intentions, you would be so victorious in the level of success that you would actually see happening in your life. So to conclude, what I want to say is your firm foundation is actually a blueprint of your mindset and your heart coming and joining together as one. And yes, you'll encounter circumstances, you'll encounter obstacles, and just know it's all a part of that journey that you go through. And when you go through that journey, it's a growing and a learning process. And as you go through that learning process, there's so many other things you're going to learn about yourself. So what I'm going to say right now is, what areas of your life right now are you battling with? And how long have you been battling with these things in your life? Now, I want you to think about it, and I want you to focus on believing right now that, yes, you have this certain thing that you've been battling with, but guess what? I'm going to overcome this challenge, and I'm going to overcome it, and I know I can do it, and I believe in myself to do it. And when you have a strong, firm foundation, it's an actual skill that's learned each day that you master. And always remember, God is with you, and you're never alone as you go through these things. Because number one, through prayer and meditation, it builds a very strong mindset in actually overcoming those strongholds that you might be going through. Your identity, as you go through these strongholds, you become more and more aware of what they are, and then you're able to grow and determine that, guess what? I understand how to overcome this. I'm going to thrive through this because it's just an experience. It's very temporal. It's not here permanently to stay, and I'm going to move by it. And then number three, there's certain guides, there's certain roadmaps that you will go through that you'll know that you have that great power within yourself to balance that lifestyle and to get you to the place where you want to be and where you want to achieve. And then the next thing in number four, share your testimony. And what I mean by testimony, your story with other people, because you never know, they might have similar experiences that you're able to sit and converse with and grow together with, which is a great thing. And number five, having that freedom of actually attaining the lifestyle of your dreams is such an accomplishment because you've worked so hard to get to that level. And when you get to that level, it is so rewarding. And congratulate yourself for getting there. And you know what? Some of us go through a hard journey getting there. Remember, we all go through different journey and different levels, and God has created it in such a way that we always will be winners. We're never losers, we're always winners. And today, in closing, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in today. Please do like, comment, and especially subscribe to this channel. May God bless all of you so richly this week, and may He guide you also in creating a firm foundation in your life, in all that you do, in all your dreams you want to aspire to and grow into. And I'd like to say bye for now. Until next time, next week, on April the 3rd at 6:30, we will congregate again together. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now.